everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the hands behind Lovecraft Crochet. My plushies are for the anxious, depressed, autistic, and neurodivergent. Small enough to travel in a purse, backpack, diaper bag, or even your pocket. You can check out my Facebook page or TikTok to see what patterns are available and stay tuned for the new ones coming out. I also make hats, scarves, blankets, and dice bags for the tabletop gamer or dice goblin in your life. Feel free to order through the page, TikTok DMs, or via email at love.craft.crochet@gmail.com. Now, on to the segment.
Due to the graphic and disturbing nature of the crimes discussed, listener discretion is advised. Retrostatic Radio presents Killing 15 Minutes.
Hello and welcome to Killing 15 Minutes, where we will give you your serial killer fix in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm Sam Rossi, and shortly I will be handing a poorly written synopsis of a serial killer to my brother, who hasn't read it, on a serial killer he's most likely hasn't heard of. This should be fun. Good luck, bro.
Thanks, Sam. The Unsolved Murders of 3 young girls in Rochester, New York. Hey, that's about 3 hours that away.
Yeah.
With each girl having the same letter starting her first and last name. Their bodies would be found in surrounding towns starting with the same letter. Oh, the Alphabet Murders.
Yep.
Yes, I do know of them.
That's because I had a brief conversation with you about it.
No, anyways. No, I know of them, I just never, because I just got done recording the ABC Murders for Retrostatic Radio on every other Tuesday. My brain was only thinking of the ABC Murders, not the Rochester Alphabet Murders, because I know there's also been a few other ones elsewhere that call themselves the Alphabet Murders or the Alphabet Killings.
Yeah, there's Alphabet Killers.
There's the Alphabet Killer. Yeah. There's a lot of alphabet.
They like their ABCs.
Well, when you grow up on Sesame Street, what else are you going to do? On November 16th, 1971, Carmen Colon?
Cologne. That's what I went with.
That's fair. I couldn't tell if that was actually a accente grande or you just don't know how to write. Could be either.
Could be either. I am handwriting this shit.
On November 16th, 1971, Carmen Colon, age 10, went missing, walking home from the pharmacy. Multiple people gave details of a child running down the interstate with a dark-colored Ford Pinto reversing after her. She was pantsless. When no one stopped, she apparently willingly got into the car. Colon's body was located 2 days later, partially dressed, in Churchville, New York. Really?
Yep. It is a town surrounding Rochester.
I always picture it further out.
No, but Rochester's kind of big.
That's true. I mean, it takes up, 7 throughway exits?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, Syracuse has, 4.
Syracuse technically has 6, because you have where you...
Well, you got the outskirts ones.
Yeah, but it does have the 4 that, exit 30...
I believe we are getting off topic.
We are. Sorry. Back on.
To lighten the mood, she was raped, had a skull fracture, and was manually strangled. See, I never liked manually strangled. I get what it means.
But it doesn't sound right.
But anytime I think manual, I'm doing this by hand. Which I get. That's why it's called manually strangled instead of with a ligature.
Yes.
Instead of with an assistance. But that to me, and this is how my brain works, manually strangled, the opposite of that would be automatically strangled. Not strangled with assistance.
Okay, I totally see what you're saying. And I totally get it. And I never actually thought of it that way.
But then again, the other way to phrase that would be, and was strangled by his hands.
Right.
And that still doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound right.
This has nothing to do with your script writing, for once. This is literally just me having my own little rant.
This is English idiosyncrasies.
Idiosyncrasies. Very good, Sissy. Sissy, want a biscuit? Sissy, want a snack?
I want a blue shark.
We don't have any.
I know.
By December 21st, all leads were exhausted. A few months later, in 1972, 5 billboards went up asking for tips. New leads gave no new information. Wanda Walkowitz was 11 years old when she disappeared on April 2nd, 1973, on her way home from the grocer. She was seen walking towards home, struggling with a grocery bag, and talking to a man in a brown car. Walkowitz's body was found in the town of Webster. It appeared she was thrown from the road and rolled down an embankment. Her autopsy shows sexual assault, strangulation with a belt, most likely, and defensive wounds. She was redressed before her body was dumped. White cat hairs were found on her clothes, even though she did not own a cat. A local news station aired a recreation on October 21st, 1973. Thank God we're not visual, because I don't want to see a recreation of that.
Me either.
However, we probably have, because we've seen so many Unsolved Mysteries episodes.
True story. So I'll probably have seen it.
That's true. Then, the evening of November 26th, 1973, 11-year-old Michelle Maenza?
I think you said it right the first time. Now you have to remember how you said it.
The evening of November 26th, 1973, 11-year-old Michelle Maenza was reportedly missing by her what?
Mother.
Thank you. You forgot the word mother.
Oh, shit.
Literally the sentence is, was reported missing by her when she did not come home from school.
Oh, well. I blame writing around children for that one.
Of course you do. Her fully clothed body was found on the 28th in Macedon?
Macedon?
Well, that's what you wrote. But I'm thinking, am I thinking about just...
M-A-C-E-D-O-N.
Yeah, Macedon.
Or Macedon.
So I would say Macedon. However, I was going to say Macedonia.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Macedonia, because that's for downstate near Binghamton, not near Rochester.
And that's Fredonia.
Oh, that's Fredonia, too. Oh, oops. But I know where it is!
Along with sexual assault, there was blunt force trauma, and cause of death was strangulation by rope this time. Or automatic strangulation, as it were.
Yes, automatic strangulation.
Mainza also had white cat hair on her clothes, along with semen and a partial handprint. Witnesses said she was seen in a brown or tan car. Each case has had multiple leads. Over 800 have been interrogated. I don't know why that sounds so weird to read. Each case has had multiple leads, with over 800 people having been interrogated, and, however, no arrests have ever happened. One theory says that Carmen Colon may have known her attacker. Another, that the perpetrator may have known social services methods and used them to con the girls into the car. And that is all that you have written down.
That's really all we have on this.
But you could have put a conclusion, even if it was in conclusion. And that is how I spent my summer vacation. Still a closing.
Okay.
You can't just leave it. There is such a thing as, okay, I'm leaving it open-ended so we can just faff about a little bit. Just, So what do you think? What do you think? But you got to have a lead into that? Leave it. This is the end. And that's the way it was.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so I got to give a conclusion. Got it.
Okay, so what do you think? Is there any information that you didn't add in there? Like anything else you'd like to add? Like where were you in 1971?
Not even born.
I know, and
It was 1972. No, 71 from Carmen Colon. 73 for the other two.
So there was a year gap in between? I know I just read
months.
this. 18 months. Neat.
Which makes you do wonder, could he have known Carmen? And that's why she willingly went into the vehicle even after escaping.
Well, the thing for that could have easily also been the fact that it is not a good thing to be in need in New York. No one's going to stop their fucking car. I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Unless you're stuck in the snow, you have a very high chance that no one's going to even look at you.
True.
The fact that they even had witnesses who said, oh yeah, we totally saw this chick pantsless running away from a car that was reversing after her.
I would say that it's 490 and that explains everything. But it does to anybody who's been to Rochester.
Yeah, that's sad. But no, actually, I would actually suggest that with an 18-1, it could easily be that Carmen Colon was just a separate case.
Right.
Because that was a maroon Pinto?
No, it was a brown Ford Pinto.
Oh, was it brown?
Yeah, it was brown.
I don't recall if you said the color of it.
In one of the versions I wrote, yes, I did.
I also love how these are also slightly, here's how not to do these, or here's the evolution of people doing this. This is why I actually really like that I signed on to doing this. But because he switched to rope and potentially a belt,
I'm thinking that it's two different people.
See, I could see it either way.
Unless evolution is that the 18 months he was in a different town where he evolved into,
or
using the rope instead of manual.
Or maybe the problem is that he thought that he did kill Carmen originally, but he choked her to the point where she passed out instead of dying because he used his hands. So exhaustion plus she passed out, I must have killed her.
Possible.
So then he evolved later, or he got injured. So he didn't have the strength to do it. And that would also explain, hypothetically, if he was more of a serial killer and not
just a murder of opportunity.
Yeah.
Or it was, if for, Carmen, it was a single act. This, did
and
everything.
And then he got a taste for it or something.
Right. Or it's a single act, and then we got the dude that just moved into Rochester and started his job and moved out again in that, 6-month period.
I mean, that's very possible. Rochester has a lot of...
And it is a port town.
Yeah. It's very possible that, hell, could crack the case open. Maybe there's some ABC killings in Canada. I don't think that's our next episode, but look into that.
No, but I will get to a Canadian one some point. I'm Sam Rossi.
And I'm AJ Carey.
Good night.
And God bless.
God bless. Good luck.
Killing 15 Minutes is hosted by Arthur Carey, with scripts written and researched by Sam Rossi. If you like this episode or want to stay updated on this series, consider following Killing 15 Minutes on Patreon or Retrostatic Radio on all major social media platforms. Good night and God bless.
You're watching Retrostatic Radio.
Wheel of Random is turn, turn, turn. Tell us the 15 minutes we shall learn.
I'm Sam Rossi, writer and co-host of Randomly 15 Minutes, where the Wheel of Randomness gives me the topic and I write about it.
I'm Megan Klodnicki, and I'm the host of Randomly 15 Minutes. I cold read what Sam writes and learn in real time about a random topic.
You can find us on all major podcast platforms and YouTube.
Follow us on Facebook at Randomly 15 Minutes to get more random facts.